What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are backing in with an Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be a PU Wi-Fi battle against Sick. Interesting name you got there, buddy. A person I battle off my Discord server, and if you guys are interested in joining my Discord server, a place where you can hang out, find Wi-Fi battles, and just chit-chat with other people, I'll leave a link to my Discord in the description. Now, I have a nice meme concoction for you guys today. No weakness policy, so you guys can already unsubscribe and leave if you're expecting a weakness policy from Drifblim, because that's not the case. My opponent is packing a pretty threatening team. Let's just hop right into this battle against Sick. If you guys are enjoying my Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle content and really want to support my channel, I would appreciate it very, very much if you hit the like button, as it helps out my channel a lot more than you think it does, and it's always appreciated. So on the first turn, I lead off with my WeedleTwineedle here. My opponent ends up with the Choice Scarf Primate. Don't even have to question it, I just know it is Choice Scarf Primate. My opponent's going to U-turn out on the first turn and bring in the Palossand, expecting me to go for like probably Poison Jab or something. But I just go straight for my Toxic Spikes because I want to get at my Toxic Spikes. Even though my opponent has a Skuntank, I want to force the Skuntank in just so I can weaken it, so I can just deal with it later, because I do have a pretty cool moveset on this Beedrill, as you'll see. So now I'm going to pull a switch into my Just a Prank, my Liepard, because I know my opponent's going to go for the Entry Hazard, so my opponent's going to go for the Stealth Rocks, as I'm able to bring in Liepard. Now I could just Encore him into Stealth Rocks, or just go for like Dark Pulse, or go from there. So I know my opponent's most likely not going to stay in here, because he has a typing disadvantage and just want to be Encored. So my opponent's going to bring in Skuntank, like I was expecting, just going with the Toxic Spikes, and, you know, just pivot into Encore. But I'm expecting my opponent just to switch out, and so I go for the Copycat, and what Copycat's going to allow me to do is lay out my own Stealth Rocks, because my opponent went for Stealth Rocks the previous turn, so now I'm able to set up my own Stealth Rocks, and now my opponent has the choice to either defog them away, which will benefit me, or just let him stay on the field, which would hurt his Oricorio and his Magmotor. So I'm going to bring in my Butt Plug here, my Electivire, anticipating defog, because I feel like he has no reason not to go for defog, because I have no Stealth Rocker on my team outside of no Copycat Liepard, so I'm assuming he's going to want to remove the Stealth Rocks and then just get him up again with his Palossand. So my opponent's going to switch out and bring inside Palossand, expect me to go for Earthquake or like Wild Charge or something, and you know, I do go for Choice Banded Ice Punch, anticipating Palossand to come in, because I was figuring, you know, it's like his only switch into Electivire, so it's pretty much his only play. And even if my opponent wants to try to pivot into Ice Punch, it has a nice 10% chance to freeze, so I don't know if that's the greatest call. So we're able to knock out the Palossand with the double Ice Punch, which means my opponent is unable to lay up the Entry Hazard, which is a good thing for my Beedrill and my Drifblim. So now my opponent's going to bring in the Primeape here. I don't want to take an Earthquake or like close combat, so I'm going to pull a Hard Switch into my Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife, old ass meme, expecting Earthquake. My opponent does go for like Earthquake. I was expecting either close combat or Earthquake, but I guess either works. My opponent's going to switch out into Skuntank here, because it's pretty much, you know, jack of all trades switching, as now I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, anticipating him to want to switch into something. Really wasn't sure what, but we're able to burn the Skuntank, which is very nice, because now it can't like really do that much damage to me with Sucker Punch, which is very helpful. Unfortunately, I don't have weakness policy, so you can already just leave the video like I said. My opponent's actually going to go for the Pursuit, anticipating me to switch out, which was a pretty smart play. He still does half my health, which is ridiculous. That's just the power of his Skuntank, I guess. Now I'm going to bring in WeedleTwineedle here yet again, because I want to lay up my Toxic Spikes, and he's going to be forced to switch out if he wants to remove Toxic Spikes or go for defog. So I'm actually just going to go for not Toxic Spikes, I'm going to go for the Laser Focus, because my Beedrill actually has a pretty cool ability in the Sniper, and Laser Focuses guarantee you crit the following turn. So with Sniper and Z moves, you can actually guarantee a Z move crit with the Sniper ability, which actually has a ridiculous damage output. As you'll see, my opponent's going to go for Sucker Punch, try and knock me out, as I'm just going to go for my Z move. Shaniqua is going to slap the air, and, you know, Mega Beedrill, WeedleTwineedle here, is going to get cloaked in the Z Aura, and gonna go for the Savage Spin Out, the perfect name for a Z move for a Pokemon that's like that's my name, because I'm very savage. Gonna wrap him up in the web, smack him on the ground, throw up, and then just slash through him. That Z move animation is one of my favorites. I say that about like a lot of Z moves, but like Savage Spin Out is really cool looking. Down goes Skuntank to the Savage Spin Out, which means no more Poison type to remove my Toxic Spikes, which is going to be very nice, since I do have a Drifblim with Hex, since this is a Drifblim set with Unburden and stuff. So gonna light my Toxic Spikes here, because I'm just following off my Beedrill, as somehow I outspeed his Magmotor, so I'm assuming he's either like Modest, modest scarf, or like he's not max speed. So he's gonna knock out my Beedle with a Thunderbolt, but that's fine. We're able to get up our Toxic Spike, so I'm not complaining at all. Now I'm gonna bring my Liepard here because I don't know what item he's running. I'm expecting him to be like maybe Assault Vest, so I go for Encore. Why? Anticipating him to want to go for another move, but I want to lock him into Thunderbolt because if I do that, that means I can bring in my Electivire and just get the Motor Drive and go from there. And if even if my opponent wants to double switch, he doesn't really have a switch into the Electivire in the first place. So now I'm going to bring in my Electivire here, anticipating him to go for Thunderbolt again. If he wants to double switch, good play, but he does let me get the Motor Drive, which means I do speed tie with the Scarf Primeape because I do have Jolly Max speed, and I'm pretty sure Electivire and Primeape have the same base speed. So gonna go for Wild Charge here. I am Choice Banded, which means, I mean, I still could potentially speed tie the Primeape because I do have 1 speed increase with Jolly Nature. So we're gonna knock out the Electivire, or the Magmortar with a Wild Charge from Electivire. And now my opponent's gonna bring in Primeape, and I don't really want to risk the speed tie since I do have Electric Terrain on this Electivire, which may seem kind of strange since it's Choice Banded Electivire, but it'll make a lot of sense in a few turns. So gonna bring Hisoka here, my Mr. Mime for my James battle. Actually, baby Hisoka evolved into real Hisoka. So now we have the real Hisoka in this battle, and he's gonna go for close combat, still do a quarter health, which is kind of crazy. He might be Choice Banded, but I'm just gonna assume he's Choice Scarf because every Prime is Choice Scarf, and judging by the way he's playing it, it looks like he's Choice Scarf Prime because he brought it in against an Electivire which got a speed buff, so I don't know. My opponent's gonna bring in the Kadabra here, not to mention my opponent has all legit shiny, so I can respect that. Gonna get hit by the Poisonous. Now I'm gonna go for the Magic Room.
Why?
Now Magic Room is a very cool move. It actually makes items not have their effects anymore. So basically this Kadabra's Focus Sash doesn't really work anymore, and I'm actually Choice Scarf on my Mr. Mime as well. So I'm actually Scarf Magic Room, so I can switch up moves after I click Magic Room, which is pretty cool. And I have a lot of choice items on this team, as you'll see. My opponent's gonna go for Dazzling Leap, Matua, KO my Hisoka. I wanted to go for Healing, which is Powers, but unfortunately we got knocked out, which isn't really a big deal, just a little bit unfortunate, but what can you do? Now I'm gonna bring in Just a Prank because we do have 2 more turns on Magic Room remaining, so I'm basically gonna go for a Nasty Plot here, which may seem kind of strange because I could just knock out the Kadabra, but I wanted him to knock out my Liepard, and since there's only 2 turns left of Magic Room, I want to bring in my other Pokemon when there's only 1 turn of Magic Room left, just so I can utilize my strategy I thought about. So now goes my Liepard to Dazzling Gleam. Now I'm gonna bring in, howdy y'all, my Simipour, because Simipour just waves to everybody when you bring it in. My opponent's gonna go straight for Psychic, and this is the last turn of Magic Room, so he's gonna Psychic, bring me down to very low health, so I'm gonna go for the Nasty Plot. Now, this may seem kind of strange because he does outspeed me. It's because I am Nasty Plot with Choice Scarf Simipour, and basically now that Magic Room has expired, I can outspeed this Kadabra because I'm Choice Scarf with the Nasty Plot. Since my Choice Scarf was nullified with the Magic Room, I was able to set up Nasty Plot and then outspeed the Kadabra the following turn with Choice Scarf Surf. And basically, my opponent's remaining Pokemon is Primeape and Oricorio, both which get outsped by Scarf Simipour. So my opponent's Scarf Primeape unfortunately is going to get outsped by my Scarf Simipour, and Surf's going to easily knock out the Primeape from that range. Gonna get a useless crit because we're also in Torrent. Down goes the Primeape, and my opponent's last is the Oricorio, and unfortunately for my man, I ain't gonna outspeed him with the Choice Scarf Nasty Plot Surf Simipour. Granted, I probably could have just used like sub Nasty Plot with a Slackberry, but a Magic Room, I needed to use Magic Room successfully at one of my Wi-Fi battles, so here you go guys, nice Magic Room meme. We're gonna defeat iDuckSick with a 3-0 victory. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use my Drifblim, so the person that wanted me to use this Drifblim said it's going to keep spamming me in the comment section, but there's no really avoiding that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle against iDuckSick. It was a pretty fun Wi-Fi battle. My opponent was not expecting that outcome in the end. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle and really want to support my channel, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button, as it's always appreciated and it helps out my channel a lot more than you think it does, and honestly, it just makes my day. Anyways, the question of the day is going to be, which Pokemon would you guys like to see me use in my future Wi-Fi battles? Let me know in the comments down below if there's a certain Pokemon with a certain move that you'd like to see me use. And yeah, if you see any suggestions in the comment section you also would like to see, you can definitely leave a thumbs up on the comment, which will make me more inclined to use said moveset. Also, just because you put the moveset in the comment section doesn't mean I will use it, because some people's moveset suggestions are very interesting. Like, this is a perfect example. Choice Banded Rivalry Luxray, because why would you use Luxray's useful abilities with, you know, like Intimidate and Guts when you could just handicap yourself and use Rivalry? Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me, but whatever. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below which Pokemon movesets you guys would like to see me use in my future Wi-Fi battles. But of course, thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. I'll check you guys next time. Bye.